Well, good morning my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here. Well actually it's good afternoon now, the morning's gone already, and I'm in the grow room, and I thought, now I'm going to show you these frags here and what I need to do. Now I got Keith this morning to measure the room, and just to show you, now I'm sat in this little bit by the door. I call it a bit by the door because that's where the radiator is, and I can't, the door opens into it. So there's the size of the room, 6'6" square. This room's just big enough to get a double bed in, and that's it. And there you are. So that's how tiny this room is. And in this room I've got 160, between 150 and 160 orchids, and I've still got a shelf down here that hasn't got any orchids in it at all. So I've still got room for more. Right, so what am I showing you now? Can you see? Can you see just there? You see I've got the problem of the light as well, haven't I? Can you see that? There, that little root there. Now this is, let's have a look what this is. It's Phragmipedium garum weaver, doing very nicely, and this is one that I taped the root, and can you see? Again, you see I'm against the light. I don't know how to show you without the light actually affecting the video. And so let's take that back up just for a minute. And was this one of those that, let's have a look. It has got other roots, but I'm looking more for active growing roots. And so what I'm going to do with all these in these tall glasses, these vases here, I said to Keith, one of them got a little bit of algae growing on it, and I said I need something to cover them up. And I've got 3 different coloured masking tapes here: black, blue, red, and I've got 3 lots of card. I've got a green one actually. I've got some green tape downstairs. Can you see the colours? And what I thought I'd do is, can you see? There's just enough room there to attach a single piece of this card all the way around, and just attach it with some masking tape. And that's what I'm going to do, because if these roots are coming out now higher, and of course they're facing, some of them, the sunlight, then I don't want this algae build up. So that's my mission for today. I'm going to do that when I go downstairs, take each one downstairs individually, and so that's Phrag garum weaver. Now if I just move that down here and try and not do myself any damage. Let's have a look at this one now. This one is, what's this one? Andean Fire. This is Andean Fire. This is one that actually transitioned very well, and I have to just watch, where's my cloth, because every time I actually tip the vase, water comes out, so I've brought my cloth in. Can you see the, whoops, can you see the roots? See? There, all the way around. And new lighter growing roots there, and so these roots are actually circling this nice tall vase, you see. And again, like, these are going to go downstairs, just the tall ones, so it can I can get this covering around the top. So again, I'll put this one down, and that's Andean Fire, doing very well. No problems at all. Bring this down here. I've got 2 the other side of me, and let's have a look at this one. These are the big ones, of course. So this one is Phragmipedium grande. And you'll see just tucked in there. A new growth. Just tucked in there. And let's have a look. This has got some tape on it as well, so I must have a root here that I'm trying to protect, of course, because Phragmipediums are terrestrial orchids. And there's that root there, you see. Let me see. And I cover that up. Let's have a look. This has still got some roots that are transitioning. You'll see there. But on the whole, can you see around here? See how now they're starting to take off these roots. And there's another one, you see. So, like I say, about 4 or 5 inches down, I just have to protect that area because the rest sit in the black outer pots. And these will get flushed tomorrow. I thought of doing them today, but then we've been given very warm weather on Sunday. We could hit 19°C here, which is will be our first taste of warm weather, and we're hoping that it doesn't indicate that the public can go out and enjoy the parks and places, because we can't. We're still in lockdown and we've all got to stay inside, but whether or not we will, I don't know. We will. Now let's have a look at this one. This is from Burnham's, this one is. So this is Phragmipedium M.E.s. And oh, this is the one, if you'll remember, can you see the sphagnum moss on the top? This is the one where it's got roots coming out of this new growth here. And I wanted just to keep them a little bit moist. Although she says that as the sphagnum moss is dry. I'll spray that after with just some plain water. I've got a sprayer down here which has just got plain water in. Let's have a look at these roots here. I think this one's still transitioning. I have one, I don't know whether it's this one. Oh yes, there it is. And can you see? Right down there. Into the reservoir. And there's a new root. So I'm really chuffed about that. Really am. And so that's it. I mean, I could show you some of the others, but they're all the same. These, the ones that are in these smaller type jars, containers, for want of a better word, they're not affected on this top level, simply because they only just, if I bring one up from this shelf, the top only just comes fractionally above where the black pot sits, can you see? So this is Phrag Humboldtii, and that's doing very nicely, although that's one that doesn't actually show me any new root growth yet, but never mind. And so what am I doing now while I'm doing this as well? Multitasking as I always am. Oh yes, I wanted to show you this. If I take you round there and show you that leaf of the Coelogene burfordiense. You see that one that had spider mite? Can you see the damage it does? And this one I've got spider mite. So that one's fine. And oh, it was quite a while ago. Keith was doing an order, an online order, and he says, "Oh, they've got these wipes." He said, "Dragon's blood, daily cleansing pads." He said they're half price. I think they were £9.50, which is quite expensive, isn't it? Just for a pack of pads like this. Does it say how many's in them? I can't remember. But I said, "Oh no, I'll go. Yes, I'll have them." I said, "Just get me 2 lots." And they stay very, very moist here. exceptionally moist, and you see there. So what I did with that Coleogyne burfediense, I wiped them. One leaf with one pad and the underneath side, and one leaf with the other. And the next day, they'd all gone. So I'm going to keep these. I'm going to keep these for my orchids. I mean, I've got ordinary other cleansing pads and things like that I can use for my face. So these are like gold dust. Well, for me they are anyway. So that's it now. Let's just quickly. I'm sat down, so I can't quickly show you around anywhere because I'm in this little tight squeeze in this corner. And but let's just turn you around and then you'll see. Let's just show you. There, you see. I've got that fan turned off at the moment. That stays on. Well, that'll stay on all day. I've had to put the shade cloth up at the window. Don't want to blind you, so I've got to be careful. And this is this shelf here. And that's the other shelf up there. There's probably too much light now, I do apologise. And then what I've got to do in a minute is I have to back out of this room. There's, you see, that's my bucket down there, my trough, and that's got the Rinco Stylish Gigantica, and that middle leaf is growing. I'm thrilled to bits. There we go over there, you see. The Vandas have already been done. They've been hydrated this morning in that solution. There's the others, and there's that shelf up there, you see. What I also did yesterday were the two hanging baskets, the wooden ones. One's got the LC Bermondsey Palm, the other one over there by the humidifier, that's Sedera japonica. I picked out all the bark and refreshed the bark because, especially the Sedera japonica, it had been in that same media for over 2 years. So it was definitely needing to be changed. And afterwards I'm going to be watering these phalaenopsis here. As you can see, they get treated really as mounts, and I might go a day and a half, but they'll have to be watered now. So if I can back up just a fraction to elevate you up a little bit, and you'll hear the noise of that fan right up in that corner, right up there. That goes on as soon as I come into the grow room in the morning, round about 8:30, and if it's 18 degrees or higher, that goes on, and as soon as it hits 20, 19 or 20, the big oscillating fan goes on as well. So there we are. This is the lovely roots. What I have to do with that one, you can see a little bit of bruising there, can you see? I just snipped one of those pieces of fishing line just to allow that to you know, to expand that root. And these are getting watered every day now. There's that nice new growth there. Waiting for this one to pick up. This is Labata, although it's still growing, that little growth. And sorry, these are the ones in live sphagnum moss. Got a new tiny little growth there on Lotta Jessie. These soon dry out. And last night, I can't remember what time it was, and I suddenly remembered. I jumped up from downstairs and I said to Keith, "Oh, I need to go. Sorry about that. I need to go into the grow room." And he looked at me, and I said I needed to spray that one. That's the Ulcoglossum subdiflorum and Ulcoglossum wangi. And because that hadn't been sprayed, like I say, I do that with plain water. So I'm going to just put this in here, in this little tray here, and just see, I'll turn you around, just see whether I can lift this one up. Let's have a look and sit myself down, see if I've got the right angle for you. I do apologise about that. And we're looking at now Angraecum sesquipedale, and this one's in semi-hydro. So while it's been in semi-hydro, I've had this leaf, but of course that got stuck, couldn't get through a shelf, so it bent and split. That's why I've moved moved it over to a deeper area, and it's bringing a new growth here. And let's just have a look, see whether we can see anything. I'm hoping in this area here we might get a root. And you just see around this area here where we've got a slight bulge. Now whether or not we will, I'm hopeful we might get a root come through out of this area as well. I mean, this one seems to be doing fine. Let's have a look. It has it's quite a heavy one, this one is. And you see where the root is there. Sorry, I'm getting a reflection, aren't I? There. See? And it's got another root down here somewhere. So that one seems to be fine. And I'll put that back on the shelf. So that's it now, folks. I'm going down for a cup of tea, and we'll get ready to I have to snap bridge my videos from my camera over to my tablet, and I've just got a couple of tiny blooms to do tomorrow. I was going to have 3. I'd got my long giant yellow striped, and it was just about to break open. So what did I do last night? Knock the damn bloom off. I tell you, if it isn't my big fat bottom, it's my top off. Excuse me, but you know, frustrations. Oh dear, never mind. So we'll just have to wait for another time for the blooms to appear. And now this one's picking up now. It's got new growths, and then eventually these terrible leaves will fall off. So I'm going to I'll show you this. Let's make a video worth watching, and I can sit down without breaking my neck. Right, this is Alicera Samurai Renaissance Grandeur Fragrant. Still a little bit concertinaed on the leaves, and I did have this in semi-hydro, and I was struggling with it, so I thought, well, there goes. And I put it in this pot, sphagnum moss and bark, with some horticultural grit at the top, staked it in, and loop. Can you see what it's doing? A new growth. So hopefully now we've got the new growth. I don't think I've watered this since. That pseudobulb's terrible, isn't it? But at least now, when it's staked, it can't move anywhere, it might send out roots now. But I'm really chuffed with that. So that's it, folks. Cup of tea is waiting for me, and I'm going to bid farewell again. Bye bye now.